really love the white and black look. It's really kind of on trend right now, and it also goes with that patina farmhouse kind of look. So we decided to make it really striking and do the white and the black all over the house. And then we also kind of pulled in some softer neutrals to kind of balance it.
We did it in a stone to offset like a texture because the whole house is smooth. So we wanted to have woods and stones and natural elements.
If you look at the floor that we chose for the California room out here, it's like in a wood tone, but it's very soft and neutral. So it offsets the harshness that sometimes black and white can do.
The style of roof that's on this California room is called a hip roof, so which means it has 4 sides. We wanted in this neighborhood the roof to have more of a personality as opposed to just your regular triangle pitched roof.
We could have just kept it with stucco on the inside of it, but instead we did shiplap on the back of the wall, but then we did TNG on the ceilings so that it gave it some charm and some characters. Not only did we do this beautiful California room, we also did every inch of the hardscape from the front to the backyard. We refaced the pool, we did barbecues, fireplaces out here. We did every single fireplace inside, every single bathroom, but the main thing we also did was an addition at the front of the house. So if you look at the house above that side garage, really was nothing up there before.
Just an empty space.
And so we punched through and we were able to get them a bonus room, a bedroom, and a Jack and Jill bathroom that's pretty large up there.
Yeah, we also touched, in that scope, we touched all of the doors and windows, replaced every single one. I believe this house had 53 windows and 18 sets of double doors. We did change some of them. There were some doors that they wanted to turn into windows. One balcony, off of their son's bedroom, we extended even farther to create an eating area, an outside eating area below with a trellis style, like partial roof.
We also did custom window casings all over everything. That turned out so gorgeous. I'm obsessed with those window casings. They're so pretty.
The finished carpentry turned out amazing in this house.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. You will notice there is a very light colored, almost just barely off-white porcelain stone driveway that's all in a Versailles pattern. We also carried a gray brick up the facade that you'll see. You walk around the sides of the house, we carried in those colors of the whites, the blacks, those grays, and the stone Versailles pattern all the way through to the backyard, where we tied in this beautiful California room that we're sitting in, which you guys can't see this at the moment, but there's the most insane ocean view that's stunning of Newport. You can sit out here, at the fire pit. You can go lay out in the lounge chairs. We carried that natural stone look also into the pool, where we did a black stone waterline tile. We did a stack stone, backsplash wall that fountains come down. When we came in through a room that we redid, which is what was a small bathroom off of an office, we made it the pool bath, where you come into that, which carries those colors in as well into the natural stone tiles that we used. We used a really cool penny round in the shower. Natalie and I like to play a lot with textures and shapes. We don't want everything to be square or rectangle. We used a round mirror in there. It was just, everything, it has to flow, and we pull that string from the front all the way into the inside.
So speaking of the inside, I'll kind of carry it on from there. So as we leave the pool bath, we also remodeled the downstairs powder room. I just love this bathroom. It's so pretty. In there, we took shiplap and put it all over the wall, all the way up to the ceiling, which gave it a lot of character. We have a gorgeous vessel sink. It's kind of got a thick base to it, but it's not your typical vessel sink that would sit, really high. We did some custom cabinetry in there and tied it all together with this. I'm obsessed with the faucet in here. I just love it. It's Jason Wu for Brizo, and it's just so unique because the handles are wood. So you've got this black kind of metallic faucet, and then you've got these really cool wood handles, which I just think it gave it a lot of character. As we leave the downstairs and head upstairs to the addition, one of the things that you'll notice right away are the hanging pendants that Erin and I we fell in love with. They're actually the sisters of the ones that are out here in the California room. Another thing that we just loved that we did was our exposed beams up there. They're very special. They are from a local company that gets them from snow fences from Montana. So they're the real deal, and they're just gorgeous. They bring your eye upwards and they give that whole space a lot of character. As we exit the bonus room and kind of go into the Jack and Jill bathroom, we played a little bit with color in here and didn't want to just, have a white vanity, so we pulled some blues coming into the house. So the exterior is a lot of black and whites. When we go inside, we did pull some blues in there as well. So we did a blue vanity, porcelain tile in the shower, but we used a porcelain plank that actually looks like wood, and we put that on the back wall just to kind of give it some character. Again, we want to bring that modern farmhouse kind of to life, and so we made it kind of look like barn wood in there. Even though it's completely waterproof and nothing will ever happen to it, it looks like wood. So I kind of thought that was fun as well in there. And then as we go into the primary bathroom, this bathroom got a complete gut. I mean, it was just, we ripped out everything and started over. You'll notice that we did towel towers on either side of the vanity, and the main reason for that is that that wall was huge.
Yes.
It was just like, it would have been such a waste of space just to have a vanity going, wall to wall.
I believe it was 16 feet.
16 feet of a vanity with two sinks would have been a lot. And so they really didn't have a lot of storage. And so flanking now the vanity are these two giant towel towers that give them so much storage. And we did those in a different color than the actual vanity itself, just to give it some charm, give it a little dimension. For the floor, I'm obsessed with that floor. I just love it. It's one of our favorites. It looks like wood, but it's not. It is a porcelain, but it's a smaller porcelain kind of plank, but it's got a crackle through it. So again, it kind of gives it that old world feeling. And then you go into the steam shower, and that's where that tile is again. So the inset of that shower has that marble with the overlay again. And then on the outside, we chose a porcelain tile that looked like Carrara marble, but rather than carrying in giant slabs, they're just a large format that we did a very, very tiny, tiny little grout line, so it looks like one slab. Our tile guys are amazing, and they painstakingly matched up those veins, so now it looks like a slab when really it's not. The homeowners had a very traditional Tuscan house, and the challenge for Aaron and I was, how do we take a traditional Tuscan house and change it to patina farmhouse without knocking it down and starting over? So it was a challenge, how do we bring in materials and colors and things like that and transform this house and completely change its look without starting over. And so we did spend a lot of time in design, and I think we've definitely achieved that without having to start over.
Yeah. We did also have the challenge of, there's an HOA in this community, and everyone is required to have a Spanish tile roof. So I'm sure in some of the panoramic visuals you guys will see, everyone has it. So we had to keep that roof, which was a challenge. Natalie and I did have to play with the colors, how we were going to do the blacks and whites, and again, like we said before, with all the textures and mixes of style of the stacked stones and the Versailles patterns. But that was a really big challenge. We also had to face the challenge of the age of this home, and that the reason we had to replace all of the doors and windows is because they were failing horribly, and there was a really big water damage problem that was happening. So that was also a big challenge that we faced, and we successfully did it with these beautiful black windows and doors.
We really strive to not only meet our clients' expectations, but to exceed them. I think a prime example of that was that in the middle of construction, this was a big project. Everything was literally torn up. But due to our process and our amazing workers, they decided to add all of the bathrooms to be remodeled as we were going along. So it's kind of a testament to the kind of workmanship that they were already seeing.
My favorite room in this project that we did is the pool bath. I love how we took two spaces that were existing prior, which was a small, ensuite bathroom and a closet, and turned them into a giant walk-in shower. Put in a towel tower. We have the vessel sink. We also put in that black really cool porcelain plank, and just how it all came out and how we played with, you know, the different textures and the tiles and the round mirror. It just turned out so incredible.
I think my favorite part of it is definitely the addition. I think my favorite element in the addition is those rustic beams.
Those are really cool.
I love the fact that they have a story behind them. You know,
Yes.
anytime that we can bring a little history and bring a little character into a space, I feel like that's so important.
No general contractor could have tackled a project of this size without the team that Pointe has. We needed a structural engineer, we needed an architect, we needed the design
Designers.
team, we needed a project manager that had a full team behind them to implement mine and Natalie's design. There were so many design meetings and so many details that went into every single component and part of this. We also needed the whole back office team, as we call them, you know, our project planners and our estimators, everyone to be on board for something of this, you know, magnitude, because a general contractor would have to pull here and pull here and pull from over here and pull from over here, and the homeowner would have to be such an integral part of getting each individual person, and the process would have gone on much longer and would not have gone as seamless and smoothly as using Pointe, you know, because Pointe has that entire team in place for a successful job just like this turned out.
For me, the most rewarding part of this project was just having the vision that Aaron and I came up with, and working with our client and being able to give them exactly what they asked us for, which was transform our Tuscan house into a modern farmhouse kind of dream. And even though it posed some challenges, we were able to successfully do that, and they're so happy.
Sitting here earlier when we were talking to Jamie, she said we get so many compliments from the neighbors, and everyone in the neighborhood, they're so happy and are, you know, because there's a lot of fear when people come in and start doing stuff to a house in a neighborhood. Are they going to build something that doesn't fit or match? And when you please your client to, you know, above and beyond their expectations, and then all the neighbors are even happy too, I think you get a win-win. So I think we give ourselves a big hand for that.